just know something bad is going to happen. Huh?
Terriot is a 2024 horror film that left me frustrated. I went in hopeful for a good experience and craving Olive Garden, but went home empty-handed and disappointed. Good ideas, creepy monster makeup, and up-to-par acting are put on the fucking back burner, folks. And to top this shit Sunday off, the movie is very rushed while also taking its sweet ass time on things that just don't matter. I'll vent my frustrations out later. For now, let's just get into it, shall we? So a bunch of drunks are outside their haunted Airbnb mansion, gathered around a campfire for their friend's birthday. And I'll give the film people props for making the main gang college students instead of teens being played by adults. The only problem is that the adults are playing the characters like a bunch of dumb teens. So one of the buddies takes a "look, everyone's so happy" video that I'm sure won't be sad to look at later. These two broke up and now this guy becomes a hater. One of the other guys goes to get the last beer and now all the alcoholics are in tears cause they got no more B-Day juice to get this party more loose. Deciding the Airbnb host must be a giant idiot who hides priceless booze around for funsies. The whole gang searches the house to try to find something, but they don't find shit. However, they do all go into an old moldy basement with a bunch of crap lying around. Amongst the trashy treasures, Spidey finds the plot conveniently sitting on a shelf in this random house, owned by random people we will never meet, but for some reason have Ed and Lorraine Warren's basement just chilling down here with all the voodoo, juju crap in the world to get cursed with. So one of the goof troops who lives and breathes Terriot, Holly, who's an idiot, sets up candles, shuffles the demon deck, spooky winds flies by, and that's when she decides to say, "Hey,
it's an unspoken rule not to use somebody else's cards.
It's really dangerous. It could have really bad consequences." So Holly then gives each person a reading of their horoscope, basically spoon feeding us how all the characters are going to die. So let's half-ass break this down like the screenwriters did. Birthday girl, high pretext. Birthday girl, high pretext. Fuck. Okay, I can't say this word, so birthday girl, high priestess card, climb the ladder of success. Madeline, hangman, technology bad, don't run away from problems. Paige, magician, pulled in different directions, won't see things clearly, and her desk is super duper predicting. Paxton, the fool, don't act on impulse, will feel blocked in, helps his friends, and will be forced to do Spider-Man movies till his Uncle Ben's his age. Luke, the hermit, changes in finances, love in the air, and will be led down the wrong path. Grant, demon, pours gas on fights, and will have to nut up or shut up. Holly, death card, which can also be the beginning of something new. Anywho, Holly and Grant is sad and everyone goes home to their trust funds. While chatting on the phone, the B-Day chick hears noises even though she's supposed to be home all by herself. And since she's a dope, she decides to go and investigates and sees a ladder that leads into the attic and decides, well, there must be a pony up there horsing around. Gee willikers, and goes up and sees that there's a bunch of candles lit, gets spooked and kicked by the high priestess, who then body slams the ladder into her body, killing her as her phone rings happy birthday to signify that it's her fucking birthday. Anyway, everyone is sad over their buddy dying, they all start crying, and now it's Lucas's turn. So, like the cards predicted, he had a change in finances by getting a winning scratcher on the way home from the trip. He falls in love with this chick and is led down the wrong path. So like I said, this movie is fucking predictable, and I'll explain why later. Again, after another one of their friends is mysteriously killed, the group now finds themselves in front of the cops, who can't find any foul play, sorry for your friend, have a good day, and to be fair, demons don't have fingerprints. So the next scene is just... Alright, let me just explain. Okay, so the group is like freaking out for 5 seconds, and then Holly instantly comes to the realization that it must be the Teriak cards, and then everybody else is instantly like, son of a bitch, I'm in. And then I shit you not, they go to the computer and look up the crazy kook who knows everything about what's going on online, get her address, and then drive 2 minutes down the road to her fucking house. Just, you know? Okay. Alright. So the know-it-all kook is played by the same woman from the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, who also plays the same character here. She says shit, doesn't do shit, and then dies like a little shit. So Delulu Lemon over here informs the group that the cards are owned by a grumpy astrologer who was asked in the past by a count to tell his future, but the only card he got was death. The Count child sadly dies, and filled with blind revenge, the Count pulls the 1692 card on the astrologer's ass and accuses her of doing witchcraft. The town hunts her down only to kill her daughter and then go to the bar and celebrate, deciding not to also kill the original person they were hunting in the first place. I mean, yes, murder bad, but like, if you truly believe this chick possibly has powers, then like, why not kill her also? Just in case she also does some justified crazy shit to get revenge on your behinds because you killed her kid. So, to get revenge on everybody that crossed her, she bounds her soul to the cards, which create a death curse that fucks up the vibes if someone uses them for a good time. Like a few hippies and Woodstocks, and I call bullshit, cause there were so many people there, and unless the spirit got high off of all the love, there should have been like hundreds of victims who picked that pack up of curse cards. Like, I'm just saying. Okay, anyway. So after the crackpot has her TED talk, the gang goes on their way home, but the car shuts down. It's now Ding Dong's turn, who is told not to run away, but CGI rushes by and she says, "Hey, hold my beer," and skedaddles, only to get hung.
See you in hell! Twisted fairy tale horse shit!
What a surprise. But the crazy parade continues on, with Spidey's brain now turning into a dense breadstick, deciding after all of that to quit and dip out. And so his friends of course decide after all of that to just let him walk away into the dark. And all I'm thinking is, well, what the fuck? What about real people in this world? You know, people who could rob, kidnap, or kill you and don't need demons to do it? Like, the evil spirits just attacked a friend in a random open abandoned station in their own fucking home. A goddamn bridge. So why the hell would they stop at a college dorm room? Are you hoping the demon will see a frat party, get drunk, have a one-night stand, get pregnant, skip town, go to their parents' house while filing for child support?
You're an idiot!
So Spidey walks around like a dipshit in the dark, only to run into the fool who jerks him around for a bit. Meanwhile, the OG gang, with plot convenience on their side, rebook the Airbnb, have another car that isn't affected by menace-like magic, go to the house in a matter of 1 minute, find the cards because other guests have manners not to mess with strangers' things, and call up the all-know-it-all loon to finally settle this shit for good. Only to die in a matter of a few seconds. You know, I thought maybe they would pull, like, the cliche shit of the kooky, crazy person trying to, like, help out the spirit. Like, maybe she's obsessed, or after spending so much time of her life learning about the cards, she's become sympathetic. I don't know, but no, she shits. Okay, sorry. But no, she sits and chants for a bit and dies like a little bitch while saying predictable shit like, "She's here, even though we can see her over there in the corner." Or, She's giving me a reading. Oh no, she's killing me and oh god, now she's tickling my butthole. Like, god damn it, can you just show and not tell one goddamn time? Anyway, the demon says bitch bye and the kooky chick dies, and why was her character here? To fill in the runtime? Backstory? Hell, I bet the gang could have just Googled everything she told them, like... So the three musketeers split up, thinking, hey, that strategy has got them this far, but uh-oh, it's now Paige's turn to die. And hearing her dead lover's voice in the dark, not possessed basement at all, she decides to go for the Darwin Award, everybody, and heads down, only to get blinded by a light bulb blowing out, causing her to stumble around in different directions. That's when she's pulled onto stage by the evil magician as the audience of sinister rejects clap. She runs away only to hide in a box that of course gets locked. What a fucking idiot, am I right? It gets rolled onto stage and the magician pulls out a saw. Stabby stabs the box and then saws her in half, and I wasted time I will never get back. So now there's only two. Until Grant gets yeeted out the window, which makes Holly a goner, as Des hunts her down until Grant now comes back around and beats Des's ass down, and Des pulls an Uno reverse card and borrows the hellhole from the Haunted Mansion and tries to pull Grant down into it. Meanwhile, Holly sets up the cards and reads Grumpy Lady's horoscope, which causes her to yell and do evil things. That's when Holly does the cliche speech of, Daddy, no!
Daddy, yes!
But Demon says F that and literally obliterates herself, so I guess the best way to beat a demon was self-encouragement all along. However, the idiots only filled up their car with 1 gallon of gas and now have to walk all the way back to town, which is somehow now 2 days away instead of 2 minutes like before. But out of nowhere, on this frequently used road, a car appears. Oh no, the spirit didn't just off herself for plot convenience. But surprise, it's Spidey to save the day. And they all drive away, laughing with blood on their face. But hey, wait a minute. How did Spidey survive? Well, it turns out that right before being attacked, his roommate came to the rescue, which got the spirit to go away and proceed to leave him alone the entire time he drove over to the Airbnb. I mean, guys, that's how you end a fucking masterpiece like Terriot. Citizen Kane? No. That's an ending right there, folks. Alright, so my thoughts. Imagine you're hanging out with a buddy, and before putting on a horror film, they tell you how each character is going to die, and then proceeds to skip through all of the gory parts and character development. Well, that is this film. 92 minutes of being told everything while not showing anything, while we the audience don't give a shit about anybody who's killed off. By the way, I don't feel sorry for these sacks of unimaginative crap characters. Look, to me, it's amazing that in a few hours, a film can have us crying over a fictional person played by somebody we will probably never meet in real life. However, that's the fucking point of a film. And again, we don't see shit. Mom has cancer? Who cares? Let's freak out and cry on the couch for 10 minutes. Lesbian love? Get that crap out of here. We need a Google search the plot. But hey, Spidey needs to take a shit? Well, keep the camera rolling, boys. We got something here. Like, this chick gets smashed harder than a coke addict stash, but after the attack, I feel nothing. When it comes to the ending, well, maybe my walnut-sized brain can't see the masterpiece before me, but what was the tone supposed to be? Like, after going through all of the wacky crap that was in the film, like, I'm sure anybody would feel a bunch of emotions. You know, but they all just kind of left like someone just farted and shoved a pie into a stranger's face, acting like their friends didn't just die horrifically. The reaction is not earned. Doesn't make sense. It just feels like they had a cool rap song they wanted to put for the ending credits to gas up the kids, earn that Riz credit, you know, Gucci Gap Gang, whatever the fuck. Okay. But the writers, like, didn't know how to transition it, so the tone comes off just cheesy Disney original movie. Alright, so some quick nitpicks here. Usually I go into horror movies now with earbuds, call me old, but I can't take the jump scares anymore, okay? And by jump scares, I mean loud ass noises. Like, let's be real here, alright? The characters could literally be picking up a cup of coffee, reading a book, taking a shit. Like, jump scares in the future, I feel like sadly will be just somebody walking onto screen, banging some pans together, as you sit there in your 90s thinking about the good old days. Another nitpick is, so I said Paige's death particularly was very, very predictable, and that's because we all have seen this death many, many, many times before and done better. What I mean is that there are a lot of different magic acts and stunts, so why do we keep going back to the Son half act or the Houdini tank? Like, I don't know, why not pull a rabbit out of someone's ass? Just something different. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rant. I hope you guys had a good time. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna go into the corner and cry. Have a good day. Goodbye.